Have you ever really thought about the incredible nonstop balancing act that's happening inside your body, like right now? While you're just sitting here watching this, your system is silently running millions of complex calculations just to keep everything humming along perfectly. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this hidden superpower, the science of your body's perfect internal balance.
Okay, let's start with just a single number. See this? 60%. That's roughly how much of your body isn't actually solid at all. It's water. And this water, well, it's so much more than just hydration. It's literally the stage where the entire drama of life unfolds. You can almost think of all that water as this huge internal ocean. It's the environment where every single one of your cells lives, breathes, and does its job. But here's the thing. This ocean isn't just one big swimming pool. It's split up into some really crucial compartments. So this internal ocean is basically divided into two zones. Most of that water, the intracellular fluid, or ICF, is actually inside your cells. Wild, right? Everything else, so the fluid in your blood and the stuff between your cells, that's called the extracellular fluid, or ECF. And keeping the perfect amount of water in each of these zones is absolutely critical. But it's not just plain water floating around in there. This internal ocean is just teeming with something that gives it, well, a charge, quite literally. This is where we find the spark of life. And that spark comes from electrolytes. You've heard this word all the time with sports drinks, but what are they really? Well, simply put, they're minerals that, once they're dissolved in your body's water, carry a tiny electric charge. And that little charge, that's what lets your nerves fire and your muscles contract. It is the electricity that powers your thoughts and all your movements. All right, let's meet the main characters. You've got sodium, who's the star outside the cells, and potassium, who's the star inside. Then there's calcium, helping your muscles move, and bicarbonate, which is kind of like the peacekeeper for your body's acidity levels. Now, the big takeaway here isn't just having these electrolytes, it's having them in exactly the right place. That's the secret. So how in the world does your body maintain this perfect separation? It uses this tiny microscopic machine called the sodium-potassium pump. You gotta think of it like a tireless personal bouncer at the door of every single cell, actively shoving sodium out and pulling potassium in. This tiny pump is actually one of the most energy-demanding processes in your entire body. Now, a system this complicated can't just run on autopilot. It needs a mission control center, right? It needs a team of master regulators that are constantly monitoring and tweaking these super delicate balances. And here they are. It all starts with the simplest signal you can imagine. Thirst. That's just your brain going, hey, we need more water in the system. But then you've got these powerful hormones, ADH and aldosterone. Think of them as the conservers. They tell your kidneys to hang on to water and sodium. ANP does the exact opposite. It's the releaser, telling your kidneys to get rid of sodium, which means water leaves with it. It is this constant, beautiful push and pull. Okay, so if fluid and electrolyte balance is like a high wire act, our next topic is like juggling on that wire blindfolded. We are talking about the most sensitive, most tightly controlled balance in your entire body, the science of pH. I mean, just look at how incredibly narrow that range is. Your blood's pH has to stay between 7.35 and 7.45. If it strays even a tiny bit outside this window, your body's entire machinery just starts to grind to a halt. This isn't a suggestion. It's an absolute, non-negotiable rule for survival. So how does your body defend this critical number? Well, it has this brilliant three-tiered emergency response system. First, you've got chemical buffers in your blood that react instantly. We're talking seconds. If that's not enough, your lungs kick in within minutes by adjusting how much CO2 you breathe out. And for the long-term fix, your kidneys get to work, over hours or even days. It's just this beautifully coordinated defense. And these are the two dangers your body is constantly fighting off. Acidosis is when your blood gets too acidic, maybe because you're not breathing out enough CO2. Alkalosis is the opposite. Your blood gets too alkaline, which can happen if you start to hyperventilate and lose too much CO2. Both are really serious conditions that this three-tiered defense system works around the clock to prevent. So we've talked about water, electrolytes, hormones, and pH. It's a lot of different systems all working towards one single elegant goal. And there's a word for this state of perfect internal balance, and that word is homeostasis. This is the master concept. It's your body's unwavering commitment to keeping its internal world stable and constant, no matter what's going on outside. Whether it's a super hot day, a tough workout, or maybe just a really spicy meal. Homeostasis is the ultimate goal of everything we've just talked about. So, really, what this all boils down to is this. From that little bouncer at your cell door to the hormone sent from your brain, all these systems are in constant communication. They form this incredible, intelligent network that's working 24/7 for one single purpose, to maintain that perfect, life-sustaining balance inside of you. It's truly amazing when you stop and think about it. This silent, invisible superpower is working for you every single second of every single day. So that really just leaves us with one final thought. Knowing all of this, what's one simple choice you can make today to help your body do its incredible job?